I'd recommend people go acquire the New King James Version. It's available through the Play Store, Amazon, Kindle, I'm sure. The reason it's good for you is that you can then look at the bottom footnotes and see where variants had happened or were discovered later in time after the 1611 King James. And so the authors are not claiming that the King James has no question marks that you need to consider. And they signal that by using the abbreviation NU, which stands for Nestle-Aland. Nestle is an N and Aland is an A, and that should be NA, but they make it NU. Don't ask me why. The Nestle-Aland text is then used to synthesize what scholars believe is the true original or most original text in Greek. They're not looking at any other language like Syriac, unfortunately. Here, let me show you how you could look up the New King James Version, and then you'll see those footnotes I was talking about. So let's say we go to Acts 15:24. I'm just going to pick that as an example. So you can see, since we have heard that some went out from us, have troubled you with words, unsettling your souls. See this little letter A here? This is what helps you know that you're going to be able to learn if there were words added later in time. And it says, these words, the NU, omit saying, you must be circumcised and keep the law. So imagine how this reads without those words. This is James talking. This is the Bishop of Jerusalem, the representative of the 12. Since we have heard that some who went out from us have troubled you with words, unsettling your souls, to whom we gave no such commandment. So these words here did not exist. The unsettling message, allegedly, the way it reads in a text from the 10th and 12th century, meaning 800 years after the earliest version, these words are added. You must be circumcised to keep the law. So by adding that in there, it makes it sound like James is upset that people have told them that you must be circumcised and keep the law, the Gentiles. And the answer is that's not the topic of this meeting. They're not saying Gentiles don't keep the law at all. He's going to give them several commandments, but that's what the corruption was in the 10th to 12th century. All combined, when it was all finished, these words were all added later. And I can just tell you where they found the original text is in the Codex Sinaiticus that was found by Tischendorf in 1842 in a Sinai monastery. And it's a very good quality text. And there you can see it dates all the way from 340 AD approximately, and it does not have any of these words. And you cannot find these words in any text for centuries later. And that's why the NU appropriately omits it from its collection. So your ancestors were misled, likely, to believe James was saying, we never gave any instructions that the Gentiles should keep the law. Like he's disparaging of it. No, he didn't say that here. Those were words put into his mouth by people later in time. So that's just an example of why the New King James Version Bible really can help people in the modern era.